Hi folks, this is your MWIS Fleeting View in association with Petzl. We shall have your outlook into the weekend and beyond in a moment. First of all, a run through the next few days, and we're in a rather murky, stagnant sort of weather pattern as we go through the middle of this week. A lot of murk and low cloud will remain in the forecast, foggy from lower elevations upwards for many places. There will be some breaks where the higher slopes will be above some of those fog banks. That might just vary from place to place and day to day. Best conditions typically on Wednesday will be towards the northern side of Scotland, not really showing up too much on this chart, which shows the general cloud at all levels in the atmosphere. It may be that any sunshine is weak due to a lot of high cloud, but the murkiest of the low cloud and fog is focused more on the southern parts of the Highlands. West Wales are doing pretty well as well, with the best chance for a good hole in the cloud and some sunshine coming through. Pennine areas and the Peak District rather murky. Some breaks to the high tops in the lakes may well see some of the higher fells poke through that fog, and northwestern parts of the Lake District generally the clearest. A bit of drizzly rain associated with a front just coming on to Skye and the far west coast of Scotland through the afternoon, and that generally damp air is likely to move further inland as we go through the evening and overnight into Thursday, and with that comes slightly milder conditions as well as drizzly rain extends further eastwards. This chart may overdo it a little bit. I think generally small amounts of rain, but it's likely to lead to a rather damp and murky start for most places across Scotland on Thursday. Some of that drizzle hanging around for a good part of the day in the northwest of the Highlands, breaking up elsewhere, and just patchy drizzle in low cloud and fog, which is pretty extensive. Best chance for some breaks, likely again to develop further to the north, but probably a day where many hills are clagged in all the way through. England and Wales, a familiar story with some areas of fog, and West Wales faring the best. Onwards into the end of the week, and temperatures are likely to stay above freezing point on the higher mountains at this stage, although some high terrain may be partly frozen. But overall temperatures are comparatively mild at this stage. Again, a lot of low cloud, murk and fog, and some high tops poking through above that. Maybe just some drier air starting to extend a bit further into the Pennines as we start to increase an easterly breeze here. Heading into Saturday, and that chillier easterly airflow is starting to make its presence felt across England and Wales, with mountain terrain above around 700 or 800 metres, falling below freezing point, and that wind speed may well increase as well. So watch out for a significant wind chill factor developing by this stage. North and northwest Scotland, comparatively milder, still under the influence of damper air masses off the Atlantic, which may lead to a fair amount of cloud and drizzly rain at times. Maybe a few snow flurries, just as that chillier air starts to arrive in Scotland from the southeast. By Sunday, it's likely that that colder air is extended to all regions, so with the mountain terrain extensively frozen above 600 or 700 metres by this stage, and with the brisk easterly wind, a considerable wind chill factor from lower elevations upwards for all regions. Western areas most likely dry and bright, but eastern areas seeing the scope for some snow flurries coming inland from the North Sea. A quick look at the longer range outlook into next week sees high pressure dominant towards the north and low pressure towards the south, so that chilly easterly airflow is going to prevail, and freezing levels generally quite low, with mountain terrain then widely frozen and some frequent frost overnight at low levels as well. Some snow flurries coming in from the east will be a regular part of the forecast, and that may well fall and lie to lower slopes at time. There'll be some complications in there, but overall it's looking a rather chilly and wintry week as we go into early December. More on that in our winter planner on Friday, so check that out. But for today, that is your Fleeting View in association with Petzl.